everyone, and welcome to my first video of 2018. And for this video I'm gonna make a book slash DVD haul again. And technically the title of this video is January, but these books and these DVDs I actually bought throughout November and December. But since I didn't have time to make a video on November and December, I decided to throw them all together and just show it to you guys now. So yeah. And without further ado, I'm just gonna get started on this video because I have quite a few items to show you. I'm gonna start with the books, and the first book that I have here is The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but still, you guys know. This is a classic book, and I read this book for my first semester in college, and I really liked the story. And yeah, when I saw it on the bookstore, I knew I had to buy it because it's a great read, and I really want to read it again now that I have it. The second book is also a classic, and it's Dom Casmurro by Machado de Assis, and he's a Brazilian author. It's a very important Brazilian author. I cannot emphasize enough how important he is for Brazilian literature, and this book specifically is very important here, and surprisingly I never read it. So I decided that it was enough and I needed to have this book to read it because it's super important. But now I have the book and I'm finally going to read it soon, I hope. So yeah, this was the second book that I got. The third book is one by Jane Austen, and it has like 3 stories. It has Lady Susan, The Watsons, and Sedition. I'm gonna be honest here and say that I don't know much about this book. Jane Austen is by far one of my favorite writers, but surprisingly I did not know that this book existed. It's apparently like short stories and one is incomplete because she never finished, but they decided to publish anyways. And I did not know about this book. I only knew about the 6 books that are published and famous, and it has many adaptations on it, but this surprisingly I recently discovered, and when I did I had to buy it. It was also a surprise to find it on the bookstore, to be honest, because it wasn't something that I was like expecting to find, but I did, and you know, it's Jane Austen, so I had to buy it. And yeah, this is the third book. The fourth and fifth books I'm gonna show you together because they're the first and the second book of the same series, and they are the Dirk Gently books. The first one, that is Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, and the second one, which is The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul, or something like that. You know, basically they're the 2 books of the Dirk Gently, and you guys know that I really love the TV show. It's definitely one of my favorites. I had to buy the books, and there's only 2 books of the Dirk Gently series written, and I did not know that they have those in Brazil. So when I found out, I just immediately bought them, and no regrets. I actually started to read the first one already, and it's completely different from the TV show. I already knew that when I first read the synopsis, but it's really different from anything that I read before. It's kind of confusing. I'm barely at the beginning. I'm literally on page 30 because I started this morning, so I still don't know what's going on in the story, but I'm enjoying. So yeah, I'm really excited about this because it's Dirk Gently, and they're both written by Douglas Adams, of course. The 6th and last book that I have here is The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I don't know. I'm definitely pronouncing it wrong because I do have a problem with pronouncing foreign names, so yeah. And this one is another one that I have never read before, and I'm ashamed to say that, but yeah. So I decided to buy this book, and it's just beautiful because it's like hardcover and everything. And I'm really glad about this specific edition, and I am looking forward to read it. So yeah. This is the last book that I have here. Now for the DVD part of this video. And the first DVD that I have here is Wonder Woman. Oh my gosh, this movie is absolutely fantastic. And I'm really glad a superheroine movie was made because this is extremely important today. I got chills when seeing this on the cinemas. I actually went twice because I love it so much. It's just an incredible movie and I absolutely loved it. So yeah, this was the first DVD that I have here for this haul. The second DVD is also a superhero movie and is SpiderMan Homecoming, and this movie is one of my absolutely favorites. I actually already mentioned that, probably one of my favorite videos last year, and I love it. I also went to see this twice in the cinemas and it's just absolutely fantastic. I think this is one of the best Spider-Man movies so far. I love them all, don't get me wrong, I love them all, but I do believe that this is one of the best. I really love how Tom Holland portrayed Peter Parker, and the way he portrayed it, it was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, this is the second movie. The third DVD that I'm gonna show you is The Last Pirates of the Caribbean, which I have to say is probably my second favorite after the first one. Like, I really loved how they made the story, and I just really had a great time watching it. So yeah, I do love the Pirates of the Caribbean series because they're incredible movies and I just love it. So yeah, this is another movie that I have here. The third movie that I'm gonna show you was a really nice surprise to find in the store because I have been searching for this movie, for this DVD, for ages and I could never find it, and I finally did. And this movie is What's Your Number? And I have to say, this is one of my favorite chick flicks. I watched it countless times. This movie, like Chris Evans and Anna Faris, they're just wonderful, and I do have a really nice time watching this movie. It's probably one of my favorite like rom-coms or whatever. So yeah, this is the fourth DVD that I have here. The last DVD that I'm gonna show you here is a classic that I love a lot, and it's The Breakfast Club. And this movie is amazing, and I keep saying that probably for all the movies and DVDs that I showed you, but those are like kind of my favorites, and I just really like how it has like a cartoon style and something. And yeah, and this movie I first watched it about like a few years ago, and it had a really big impact on me. I don't even know why, I just watched it and I couldn't stop watching it, and this was the last movie that I bought. So I hope you enjoyed this haul, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, comment below, share whatever you prefer, and I will see you again on the next video. Bye guys!